Hi, it's Sunday at 4:30. Yesterday I had to go to a birthday party. That was fine. I got my flu and my COVID vaccine, and I felt pretty much fine towards the end of the night. My arms got a little sore, and then last night I had a not good night's sleep because I kept waking up because of my sore arms waking me up. But I woke up this morning feeling a little bit achy and a little bit tired, and I was on morning shift with the kid, and then as time went on, my mom came over luckily because by like 10 o'clock, I'm like, goodbye, I'm going to go upstairs and take a nap. And I couldn't nap. It was the same thing where I'd kind of roll over and wake myself up, but when I sort of kind of slept and then finished, I woke up and I had a fever and kind of chills and all the stuff that I thought I had escaped. This is what I've had previously when I've had the vaccines, and I thought I escaped it this time, but I didn't. And so I am off duty the rest of the night other than having dinner, and I've been trying to motivate myself to go draw, which I'm going to do now. I just don't feel good. I don't feel horrible, like I'm not puking, but I'm just like, I just want to sleep, and I can't sleep. And I've been doing a lot of laying on bed, looking at my phone. Not very productive, but I just don't feel good. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm going to go try to draw right now. Okay, I did an hour and 20 minutes, and I sort of kind of finished the page. I finished all of the inks except for two backgrounds, which have sort of loose pencils, but they're so far. One of the things I struggle with is putting too much detail, zooming in too much, and putting every little line on stuff in the background that won't show up to the human eye on the page, or that's going to get covered with balloons and stuff. And so I think those two parts I'm going to leave rough. The only problem is they're in color, but I'm going to take it in Photoshop and turn it to black and white. For some reason, I was having a hard time doing that in Procreate. And so, I did all the, what do you call it? The panel borders and stuff. So like the inking is done unless that procedure doesn't work out for me. And I started working on the grays. So finish line in sight. Maybe I'll work on it a little bit more later. I have to go to dinner now. If I keep squeezing my eyes, that's because I have a bit of a headache and a bit of a fever, and I stood up and I feel worse now that I stood up. So we'll see where it goes. Acknowledged, over. Hey, it's Sunday. No, it's not. It's Monday. Monday evening, about a little 6:45 maybe. For my after dinner walk, here I am. So I've done more work on the horror today than I did yesterday, potentially all weekend, which isn't saying a lot. I think maybe I put in 2 hours today, which is good for a weekday, or good for my average lately for a weekday. I mean, it's all relative, I guess. But yeah, I did some more work Sunday, I think, but not a ton. And I've worked on the page more today. Have not imported it into Photoshop for the background gray thing like I was talking about, but I've been doing the grayscale, and I've done most of the panels. I think I have 2 panels left to do. I might work on it a little bit more tonight, maybe not. I'll definitely be done with it by tomorrow unless something horrible happens tomorrow. And then I will spend the rest of the week working on prints for Powermorphicon. And then I'll reevaluate what I'm going to do next week. That's kind of my plan going forward. I said Powermorphicon, I meant Ranger Stop, which is November this year. Powermorphicon is, I think, August next year. Interestingly, though, Powermorphicon is typically every 2 years. Ranger Stop Orlando, the big one, is usually every year. But they also have, like, Pop and Stop, where it's like a smaller version in, like, Georgia, I think, and somewhere else, which have Power Ranger actors there, but it's more of a smaller component of a bigger thing, I guess. I've never done those. But I wasn't going to do this Ranger Stop. I probably shouldn't be doing this Ranger Stop. I'm doing it. I want to do it, but the way life and schedules and family and everything works out and money, I probably shouldn't be doing it. But I'm doing it. I'm committed now. I want to do it, even though it probably isn't the best idea, but I'm doing it. And they just announced today or yesterday that they're not going to have it next year. It's unclear if they're taking a year off, if they're going biannually, if they're going to stop doing it in Orlando altogether, or what. But next year, I would likely do Powermorphicon. Usually, theoretically, in a perfect world, I do Morphicon 1 year and Ranger Stop the next year, and I alternate every other year. That hasn't happened the last couple of years because of life and the world and everything. But if they are going to go by annually, and be the same year as Morphicon. That puts them in direct head-to-head competition, which Morphicon is going to win for me every time because I could drive to Power Morphicon and I have to fly to Ranger Stop. I'd much prefer do them every other year. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but I'm glad I'm doing it this year because who knows, this might be the end of it. I might be doing the last one. Maybe I should do that with me. This one here has been the big Halloween house since we moved in. I mean, others have Halloween decorations, and now we have this big Inferno pumpkin, and one of our other neighbors has the 12-foot skeleton. But they had this huge ghost thing before anybody else, and you can't really see it, but they have stuff down on the ground, and they got like a murder scene by the tree and stuff. So that's one of the things I've probably complained a little bit about living here, but one of the things I like, and particularly about this area, but particularly this neighborhood, is the good side of the suburban life is the usage of decorations, both for Christmas and Halloween primarily, but a little bit of Easter and other stuff, where it definitely has that, like, makes me think of like 80s movies like Halloween or Goonies or whatever. Like, I can't think of a specific example, but like the kids would walk down the street and be like, oh, hi, Mrs. Jenkinson's, and I've got my big rabbit up, or I'm not even making sense, but the point is that it's fun to drive up and down the streets during holiday time because a good amount, I was gonna say 50%, that might not even be true, it might just feel like 50%, but every street has a couple houses that'll have some cool decorations to look at, and that is something that I enjoy. Tuesday at 5:30, I've just started cooking dinner. Had a big day out, got home, recuperated a little bit, and spent, I didn't keep good track of time, at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, at least an hour working on the Hard A4 Grays. Not struggling, not having a difficult time mentally or otherwise, but taking longer than I thought, because I really thought, like, I'll finish this up Monday and have time to do others, and here I am at the end of the day, Tuesday. I plan on doing some more work on it. I'd like to say I'm going to finish it today, but I said that yesterday, and I think I even said it Sunday. Progress is being made. I'm okay with that, but the window of doing other things this week is closing. So that's where I'm at right now. So I have like a memory of having some figures for my buddy the big dog that I had bought aside. There's some random stuff out here somewhere. Magazines, nope. A lot of these boxes are empty. A lot of this stuff is to get rid of. There's no real order to it. There's a little bit of a spot where I keep my like decorations for the holidays. Over there, that's the one organization. There's a lot of empty spots. This used to be fully full. And so things have gotten moved, sold, gotten rid of, but everything hasn't been condensed back in yet. Regardless, I am, oh, there's the little fall cat that's gonna go up after Halloween on our little flagpole. There's at least two figures I realized I should have for him that I didn't see in my office that I thought might be down here. And at a quick glance, I don't see it. I will look more in the office and then try down here again another time if I still can't find them. Okay, so failure. There we go, failure. Guess what? It's me, Gazbot. I'm doing a video, and I feel like someone's gonna want to be in the video. Does anybody want to be in the video? You want to be in the video? I knew it. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna put you on the camera, but we'll talk. So what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about?
Why not on the camera?
Well, just for now, we're gonna do audio. So, would you want to talk about Ninja Turtles? Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Who?
Donatello.
Wow, okay. Did we meet a baby today that was named Donatello? And what was their brother's name?
Michelangelo.
Wasn't that cool? All right. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah.
What?
What was the dad's name?
I don't know. Maybe Splinter? No, I don't know what their name was. All right.
Maybe April.
Maybe. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye. Wednesday, 6-something. I'm out getting dinner. Haven't drawn. I ended up socializing / dealing with financial stuff with my wife for a little while. And then I did some extra kid duty while doing laundry. It's so funny. Get ready for this banger. I find it easy to get laundry into the washing machine and dryer, but extremely difficult to fold, put away, whatever, as does my significant other. So that combined with the fact that I do laundry lately every single day, almost every day or every other day, because of pee-related incidents. Not mine, well, maybe once in a while, but it results, like I have 2 overflowing baskets of laundry that are all clean, and I can't do any more laundry because I have nowhere to put it. So I decided to do that while pulling extra duty watching the kid. Then a good thing I need to do, but still didn't really have time for, is I need to get a cintiq. I've needed to get a cintiq for a while. Mine died last year. I've been working on the iPad Pro. It's fine. It stinks for inking. I've gotten good enough that I could do it, but it's not good. And they're having an Amazon sale thing where the ones I'm looking at are hundreds of dollars off, so now is the time to get them, but I'm not sure which one to get. As I was saying, we had a financial discussion, and I'm gonna get it, and I need it, and I've needed it for a while, and I was gonna get it for a while, but it's like, which one to get? And like, I don't want to cheap out and regret it, but I don't want to spend money I don't need to spend. And money aside, like, how big is too big for my desk? And all of that aside, like, is touch better, or is it just a unnecessary thing? And like, and these are questions that, like, I watch reviews and I think, like, read the reviews, and like, at the end of the day, I just gotta pick, and that's what I was doing, trying to get myself ready to pick. But the hope is that it'll make inking the horror easier, right?
Yeah, so it seems like, Mom would leave.
It's me, Gazbot. It's Saturday at 7:30. Missed a few days. The short version is finished the page, the inks on the Horror 4. Hope to have it done last week. Pretty much took me all week this week, but the last few days I barely worked on it. I managed to get it done, put it into Photoshop, converted the grays, etc. But life stuff, family stuff I'm not going to get into, but just time getting eaten up again. But I did get my Wacom. That's the good news. I chose it, I bought it, and I had a lot of extra free time today, and I've been working on setting it up. And I assembled the part of it upside down, fixed that. And now I've been struggling with, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways you can hook up the wires. So I started with number 1, and it seemed like it would work, but it didn't. So then it's like, okay, well, I could do number 2, and now that's not working. I downloaded the drivers, and I'm farting around with it. I'm excited to get working on it because I feel like some of the inking issues I've been having might be because I was inking the horror on a cintiq, and so even the pencils for that matter. So I kind of had strokes and gestures and things at certain sizes that I had done on a cintiq that I'm now trying to replicate on a iPad. And things I've read with the iPad is the thing that is the worst at, which is what I've always said, is like illustration inking lines, and that's what's stumbling me a lot. So anyway, I figured, well, I'm gonna spend the time, I got the cintiq, get it set up, let's go, I'm gonna go. It's not working still. So that's where I'm at. Because I did finish the page, it is the end of the week, it's not where I want it to be, but I got the page done, and I'm hopefully next time he talks to me, I'll have a Wacom that works. I was thinking, well, let me pull up the next page. So the issue is 27 pages total. 1 through 6, 100% done. Page 7, I need to, it's in progress. I didn't finish it, and that was the one that I had a weird panel, big panel that I might redo. 8 through 11, done. 12, I thought was done, but I could only find the pencil file. So either it's done, the inks are either done, or I've lost the file, in which case it's not done and I have to redo it. Luckily, it's not as complicated as some other pages, but that would still be a bummer if I had to redo it. Because I have a low-res JPEG proving that it's done, but I can't find the high-res file. Page 13 done. 14 is the one I was working on. It just needs some minor tweaks. I'll have it done in a few minutes. And then 15 through 27, just the pencils done. I know I have page 15 to work on in terms of the high-res image, and I think I have all of these accounted for. So basically, I believe right now I need to find this file. And if I find this, then I'll finish this up and start moving on, and eventually go back and do the other 2. But I'm not quite halfway done. It's misleading because the writing's done, the penciling's done, etc. But I'm not quite halfway done with the inks and the grays. Also, I have to do the cover. But as I've said before, if I get the rest done, I'm going to cut myself some slack on the cover if I have to do that. you know, after December, I'm not going to consider that a failure. If I get all the artwork and the pages done by December, and then the lettering and the all that other stuff bleeds over into the new year, I'm not worried about it, because a cover is a single image like a print, which I am able to bang out, not more quickly, but more easily. It's not as difficult to motivate myself. It's more fun, if you will. Lettering, likewise, I may or may not even do myself. It's about half done. I don't know if my letterer is going to be available to finish it. I might have to get a new letterer. I might have to do it myself. But that's like grunt work. And, you know, once I get the artwork done, the rest of it, if it's not done by the end of the year, I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Yeah. Wait, I can't say yet because this is supposed to be the end of the video. So this week is crazy because it's going to be my birthday. And then we're going on a trip to Florida for Disney with my kid, which I've never been. She's never been. Going to Florida is going to be a big deal. Going to Disney is a big deal. And then when we get back, it's going to be Halloween. So it's going to be a crazy kind of time. And my expectation is that once I sort the stuff out that I was just talking about, I'm going to try to get some prints done for Ranger Stop, which is the second week in November. I don't know if I'll work on the horror between now and then. After Ranger Stop, the only artwork I will work... Oh, farts. I'll say the only artwork I will work on is the Hooray 4, which is kind of true, but I forgot I took a commission to do a Godzilla piece. So I have to do that. It's a good problem to have because it's a commission I want to do, but I am going to call it for now. So the next video might be delayed. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out. Like I said, I'm not putting these on a schedule. But yeah, thanks for watching, those of you that do, and I will see you next time.